If you guys are ready for a little patio refresh, make sure you guys stick around.
Okay, so technically this is what it actually looks like right now. We got our first snow as of today, which is February 17th. Last year, we were using a picnic table as our main dining area out in our patio. And I spent probably a couple of months trying to find a table that I wanted. And this is the exact look that I wanted. I wanted an oak table, something big that could fit the entire family. And I was looking for an hacienda vibe, right? And so I actually found this one on Marketplace, and the girl that I got it from, she was moving to Hawaii or something like that. So she gave it away for free. Like, this is a really beautiful table. It does have a little bit of like water stains at the top, and I thought I was going to make it into a project where I was going to sand it and all of this stuff that I really didn't get around to doing last year. Also, because it was so hot, we didn't actually spend a lot of time outside. So hopefully this year I'll get to enjoy this table as more than I did last year. But I mean, I got it for free, so you really can't beat that. I was trying to convince my husband for us to go buy one, but everywhere I looked, they were really expensive. Even at the thrift stores, I did find a really pretty one at Habitat for Humanity, but they were selling it for like $250, and I think it was smaller than this, and it only had about 4 chairs. So when I tell you guys I try to ball on a budget, that's exactly what I mean, okay? Because I'm always trying to be thrifty. I thought this was an awesome find. And again, I'll have to wait on actually like sanding it down and making it nice and pretty at the top. But for right now, it's gonna work just the way it is. And I gotta be honest, I never realized how big our space is until I like look at videos like this. Like, there's a lot to do. There's a lot to decorate. So it's just a big space, right? And then at the same time, we have things like our kids' toys, the grill, outdoor freezers, and just all that, where it takes quite a bit of effort to make the space pretty. And it just so happens that while we were picking up that table, she also had some extra stuff in the garage. And I looked at that shelf. I'm like, are you going to get rid of that? And she said, yes, you can go ahead and take it also. So I got this shelf for free as well. I still have the vision in my head of what I want this space to look like eventually. And I'm really excited to put more work into it this year.
Really can't keep a plant alive to save my life. This is what's left of this one. So I'm just gonna use the pot. Take some of these Dollar Tree ones, and I feel like with the sun these are gonna get faded, but that's okay. I feel like at least it's not me that's killing them. It's gonna be the sun, and I'm literally just gonna stick them into that's already in there. I bought this tray at Goodwill, and I don't remember exactly how much it was. I had it on my table inside, but as you can see, or I don't know if you'll be able to tell or not, but it's pretty warped. I don't know, it sticks up on this end, and so it doesn't lay flat on the table. So I'm just gonna put it down here, and I know it's gonna be a little bit wider than the shelf itself, but that's okay. Okay, I'm literally so sweaty. I got this candle holder at Goodwill for $3.49. So I think I'm gonna put this one right here. And these are just Dollar Tree candles. Then I got this one at Goodwill. Really like the texture on this one. I got this one at Walmart for $1.50. I think I got these at Walmart a long time ago. Put that there. And then when Tuesday morning used to exist, I got that there too. Okay, these are from Dollar Tree.
So it did take me a few days to find some chairs that actually went with the table. I saw all sorts at the thrift stores again, but super overpriced. And I had seen this listing when I was looking for the table to begin with. They had started it at $140 for the entire set, and I felt like these chairs were the ones that were going to match my table perfectly. And I ended up paying $60 for all the chairs plus the table, which is now my craft table in my craft room. However, I did have a little bit of an issue with them once we got them home.
What?
Right. So we just got back, and we should have tested these out when we were there picking them up. I know it's only $60 for the table and the chairs, but still. I asked the guy if they were cracked or wobbly, and he said they were pretty solid. But I didn't even notice. There's cracks, and then they freaking like just screwed these in there. I'm a little agitated, but there's not much I can do about it now.
But honestly, we did use the chairs several times throughout the summer, and it wasn't bad actually. I invited my brothers and my sisters to come have dinner with us, and it was a really nice vibe out there. I'm not really too worried about them because this is not like gonna be permanent, but it'll last us a few years, I think, and I still think that for the price and a craft table, it came out to be a pretty good deal.
Okay, what you pay for, I guess?
I'll be honest, I actually lost so much footage of me decorating the space that I was almost not even going to worry about editing this video, but I figured, what the heck, I have enough to make a video out of it, and then I am sharing some of the things that I made to decorate the space. You can find the full videos for this DIY, and I'll link it down in the description. I definitely wanted to give it like a Mexican style decor vibe out there, and this is why I decided to go like with these looks, like the terracotta and all of that. But again, I lost a lot of the footage of when I was decorating, but that's okay. You guys can kind of get the gist of what the space will look like after. And then of course I wanted to cover up this ugly outdoor freezer.
All right, so I have this brick one, and I feel like that wood green one is a lot prettier, and so is that one.
So it has been a little bit under a year since I covered it up, and it's withheld. So I would just really recommend that you wipe your surfaces down really well. Make sure like all the dust and anything is done. And again, this is outside, so we get a lot of dust when we mow the lawn, all this other stuff, plus spider webs and all that. So I found that cleaning it really, really well and just making sure all the dust is gone, it's going to make the tiles stick on there pretty nicely. This is one of the pieces that I had made for the inside of my house actually, but since I make so much stuff, sometimes I don't know what to do with what I make, right? I can't keep it all. So I like to swap things around or reuse it. But I've really loved this piece because how I made it, it came out pretty good. And I love the look of it. Again, it's like kind of like the Mexican inspired decor. And so I hung that up outside as well. And to watch like the actual full video of how I made this, again, it's going to be linked in the description. Here we have, it's like 10 feet, 8 inches, and then it goes down about 9.5 feet. So we went to Lowe's and I wanted to buy some more drop cloth to use as curtains, and I had 4 originally, but I stole 2 of them to put in our bedroom, so we still have 2 hanging, and I'm going to buy 2 more. And you guys can see the different prices here, but I'm just going to go with this one because it's the cheaper alternative to all the other ones. And you guys know me, I always try to do things on a budget, but sometimes I have to spend a little more than I want. But anyway, I bought 2 of these. I also bought a curtain rod and then also some brackets because I want the curtains to hang down, or the curtain rod to hang down. So I'm just going to start installing the brackets so that I can hang the curtain rod. So it did take me a little bit to get this hung up, but I think we did a great job. And then these curtain rods are meant to go out of the wall, not hang down. So I had to improvise a little bit. And you guys will see I did add that support bracket in the center just because those curtains are really heavy and it would not be able to, just leave it without. And you'll see that once I put it onto the support bracket, it kind of bends up a little bit in the center, which is fine. I would rather it be like that because it felt more sturdy than if I let it on the lower setting. And then I'm going to have to end up buying more of the curtain rings because I only had a certain amount. I didn't buy any more for this project. I just used what I had, and then I actually had extra in the garage. So I only used 4 rings per panel, and you guys can see that they're kind of far apart. And right there, it was just kind of getting stuck on the part where the rod comes together, but it's okay. I think these look great, so just adding another hook on there I think will finish the look on this, and I love it, and it totally gives us privacy. I also found these curtain drawbacks, or whatever these are called, at Goodwill, which is a good find because when I saw them at Lowe's, they were pretty expensive. So I actually found these after we went to Lowe's, which lucky for me. And this is the part where I lost so much footage of me cleaning the space and decorating, and so like I said, I almost didn't share it just because of that, but I think that was enough for you guys to see. And then you guys will see like the end results of my patio refresh last year that I hope to add to more this year.